Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am B.A.N.K, otherwise known as Black Auntie No Kids, and I am rich in perspective and broke for the foolishness. So today I am going to attempt to do something that I kind of avoided. Um, I'm going to react to Liv's latest vlog upload because it's not that long. It's only like what, about 23 minutes, and it's very telling. It's very telling in the sense of where her head is at right now. She is being really and honestly attacked from all sides, and it's not just the reactor community. It's not just the chatter community. It's not just the voices in her head. It's everywhere. It's her, what's going on with her, the legal happenings. It's what's going on with her pregnancy. It's just what's going on in her life in general. And when Liv starts to lose control of the narrative, that's why I said it's very important to not let her control what we talk about and how we respond to the crap that she puts out. This is a prime example. This is where she does her reset. Okay, this is where she tries to knock us off of our game, and she tries to reframe everything that's happening. And that is why I'm really glad that the reactor commentary community has stayed on her neck in regards to specific things that she has shown and said to us. So I'm going to go ahead and press play and get this started. And yeah, let's see what she has to say about the mess that she calls her life.
I hate when the flash turns on. Why does it do that? But whatever. I guess it's a good thing. Y'all see Norman? Yeah. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, okay? I was gonna put that bed together because I got myself a new bed frame. Girl, no. Not this big and pregnant. It ain't gonna happen. I took one look. I lifted this damn mattress up.
Why is she lifting up mattresses almost ready to give birth?
Wow. I lifted this damn mattress up. Started moving the frame. And I was like, girl, what the are you doing? Like, we ain't finna do this. No. So what I did was I put the box under my bed, like the frame, the bed, under my bed. It's still in the box. I have to sweep them up. Oh, I'm so hot. I be getting like hot flashes.
What's going on with her face?
I took my shirt off and everything.
I guess if it's a reflection, it would
so
probably
what I did
be
was,
her right cheek.
I just put the frame
What's going on
under my bed,
her eyes?
And once I move, we won't take this bed that I'm using now. I'll leave it, I'll throw it away, and I'll take my new bed and I'll set that shit up where I go, okay? Because we are not gonna... I can't believe I thought I was gonna build a fucking bed. Like, I could do it, but not about to give birth any day. You feel me? That's not gonna happen. So, but I did clean under the bed. I cleaned really, really good. And I want to clean my floors. And I really want to fold clothes. So I might do that right after I talk to you guys here for a second. But the babies are sleeping in their beds. They're knocked out for the night. They both tried to come in here while I was like trying to figure out like what I was going to do. I was like, babies, you can't lay in here. There's no bed. They both were like, where's your bed? I'm like, it's not here. Go back to your room. So that's fine. They're in their beds. But, y'all, today has been a rough day. From, like, just me being so humongous and pregnant. And I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm really excited for this next step. I'm really excited to meet the baby. I'm really excited to get this thing going, okay? But this, I'm just over this part of it, okay? I feel like I've been pregnant for a long time, but I also feel like my pregnancy's gone really fast. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense to you, but anyway, I'm also being like severely, what is it called? A spiritual attack. I'm getting like spiritually attacked from like every direction. And I know it's because I'm elevating. I know it's, I mean, maybe not in every single way. Maybe you're looking at me like, girl, bye. You were just cussing everybody out yesterday. I know. I'm not talking about like in every sense I'm elevating. No. I'm not like a supernatural entity that can just be perfect. That's never going to be me.
We know this. And so here she goes with this spiritual attack. And she's done this before where she, all of a sudden, she starts to reflect on her behavior. Olivia runs in cycles and she's out of gas right now. Her narcissistic supply, as some people call it, it's at an all-time low. And that is because we have stopped feeding her. You know, she was ranting and raving and all up in her, feeling herself earlier that night, talking about how all this negative energy that she perceives being thrown at her, it feeds her. She likes the negativity. That's the beast that grows the beast within her, and she feeds on it. I absolutely believe that. And she just kind of ran out of gas last night because that video was that live was tragic, and in real time you had reactors reacting to it. And a shout out to Malish and to Carrie. You guys clowned her so bad, you had me, just cracking up when I watched it on replay, because that is what needs to happen. The mirror needs to be held up to her. She needs to be mocked because she mocks everything. And I am not going to act like I'm a holier than thou and I have these standards. I'm a human being just like Olivia wants to be perceived as a human being. We are human beings, and we found it funny because we know what the inner part of her soul looks like that acts out like this. And what they did was they cut off her oxygen. They made her look like the clown that she is. So she came up here later on in the video. She'll allude that it's 2 a.m. in the morning. So I'm suspecting that she was watching that live, either as it was occurring, or she watched the replay, and she came off looking like a fool. So she doesn't want to look like a fool. She wants to pivot and make sure we see her as a victim, but also she has nothing to come back with. So again, not letting her change the narrative, holding her feet to the fire, holding up that mirror and showing her who she really is. It humbles her, but she'll never admit it. What she'll do is come on here and start doing these spiritual reflections. But let's let her continue to explain to us why she feels so persecuted, so victimized, and what the big bad people of the internet are doing to her.
But I know my future is so bright. Like, I know, and I know things are finna get good.
If you have to tell yourself that to get through the night, Olivia,
I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like so much is trying to bring me down.
You bring yourself down,
keep
lady.
me down, keep me stagnant, keep me in pain. Like, because when you're in pain, it's hard for you to move. It's hard for you to keep going.
I didn't want to pause this quickly, but that's projection. She's saying that everybody else is doing this to her. She's doing it to herself. All these wounds are self-inflicted. And again, the key thing is to listen to what she says, not run on emotion, but really listen to what she says. This is pure projection. All of these things that she is saying is something that I've said consistently. When Olivia is left to her own devices and she doesn't have any distractions, in other words, she doesn't have her chat to cheer her on, AJ and Kailani is not running around distracting her, and she doesn't have a man playing in her face or her body, she has to listen to those voices in her head. And she doesn't like what they have to say. So her response is to project onto us what she's really feeling and what's really going on. And she has to put a positive spin on it. And she also has to keep her loyalty gang engaged. She has to make them a part of her journey. She has to make them feel inclusive, like they have some agency in who Olivia is, not just us trolls or us jealous uglies, but they actually, she's looking for them now to fill those empty spaces in her mind, body, and soul. Again, Olivia, without all of those things, she's an empty shell. I hate to say it. She's an empty shell of a person.
I don't want you guys to get confused with like the fact that I be in the house a lot. I don't do shit. I'm lazy. All my girlies out there who have been pregnant and have experienced pregnancy more than once. No, let me not be shady. But even once, if you've experienced it once, you know, like towards the end, it's hard. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna put extra stress on my body because people on the internet want to see me go outside in the 90-degree weather. Like, I don't have to do that, and I'm not gonna do that. It's not realistic. And I only say the internet because I go live a lot, which I do, and I'm gonna continue to. If you don't like it, don't watch. And another thing, I have heartburn, y'all. Sorry. Another thing is, if you guys don't like me, don't watch me. Like, you guys don't have to be here. I know I have so much supporters, and I love y'all. But like, if you feel, because I've had a lot of supporters come on my channel, come on my panels, try to talk to me, be in my comments, be in my messages, and then like the next thing you know, they turn on me, they're talking shit, they're making...
Prove it or it didn't happen. Where are the receipts? She always has these things going on. People wanting to be her friends. People wanting to be her. People reaching out to her. We can go back to the whole Gerard thing. Where are the receipts? You know, again, she's trying to paint this picture that she is, she's a martyr. I'm just waiting for her to officially build a YouTube cross, or you know, the YouTube symbol, and nail herself to it. Okay, you know, she is such a martyr for this app. And in regards to whether we watch or not, she can't dictate that. I am doing a reaction to her. That is the only reason why I'm engaging in her video off of her channel. Other than that, I usually watch what's going on with her, especially before I started reacting to other people. But you know, I made a video talking about how to effectively deplatform her, and that's to take away her monetization. If you haven't checked out that video, that was my previous upload. But without us, she really doesn't exist, okay? Because she doesn't really care what Loyalty Gang says. She doesn't really love Loyalty Gang, as she says. She's only right now using them because, like I said, the well is run dry. The energy and the emotion that she likes to talk about so much comes from the negativity. And when you mock that display of negativity, when you take away the oxygen, the toxic oxygen that she breathes, and you spin it on its head and you push that reflection back to her, she's left with doing these types of videos. You can go through her video catalog and you can see she has these spiritual awakenings where I guess she's trying to fend off the trolls with the use of her Bible study workbooks that she'll display in this video in a few minutes here. I have watched the video already, and the reason why I did that is because I didn't want to miss anything. I want to make sure that I'm clearly hearing what she's saying and effectively countering that, or giving perspective, at least my perspective, of what she's trying to do. And for the most part, if you are watching my video, you see through her. Like I said, she's paper thin. She's paper thin. There's not much depth to what's going on with this chick. The only thing is she has a slick mouth and she doesn't mind crossing the line and putting on a show. I call it a clown show, but she doesn't mind doing that. So she's kind of lowering the temperature right now. She's trying to find some grounding. She's trying to reset. She is trying to deflect from the debacle that's been happening the last few days. She's trying to throw her critics off, and she's trying to rally her troops. So let me press play and see how effectively she's able to carry out this mission.
Channels about me, blah, 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 blah. And my whole thing is, if you guys don't like me, and you guys ever find yourself ever being shady towards me or feeling some type of negative way about me, I wish you well, and I wish you guys would just go, because I want all of the negativity as much as I can. For the most part, like I said, I'm never just gonna be like a positive, no, because I'm a real person and I vlog real stuff. I vlog my real life, like, you know what I mean, real life. So I'm not gonna ever portray to be perfect or pretend to be perfect or anything Olivia? Like that. It is what it is. You get what you get, honey. You get what you get, you don't throw a fit. And if you guys have a problem with anything that I post or my viewpoints on anything, and it bothers you to the point where you're just like, I hate this girl, or I don't want to watch this girl, then just don't watch me. I wish you well in everything, in all your endeavors.
No, you don't.
And yeah, because I think that the rest of the year,
ball of energy.
I want to focus on my supporters, and I want to focus on getting new supporters, people who actually F with me through and through, through the bad, through the good, through the ugly, through the storms, through the good times, through everything.
And what do you give them in return? Let me just pause right here. She basically wants a new collection of fools. New people are probably discovering her channel every day, and sometimes the algorithm will present you with new content and you'll click on it. TikTok is really good at dropping you in the middle of crap and you don't know what's going on. So she's just looking for people who on the surface is seeing her as this victim that is being attacked by jealous people, and they can feed her ego. That's what she is. She's a succubus. She's an energy drainer of energy and spirit, and that is what she's looking for. But again, my question is, Liv, what do you give them? You turn on them, and when I say you turn on them, you turn away from them. I remember when I first started watching Liv, and she was having a TikTok live, and I was just messing around. I really could care less, and you could say I was trolling, but I was just trying to see where her head was at. I started putting in, nice stuff, being complimentary, just trying to see if she was going to read any of that. And of course she didn't. So I don't understand, even if you are a Liv supporter, you're part of Loyalty Gang, what do you get out of it? That's why I suspect that the vast majority of them are trolls, or they have their own trauma, that there's a script planned in their head independent even of what she's saying, and they use her as a proxy to get back at the larger community or anyone who has a difference of opinion. But Liv doesn't give Loyalty Gang anything. The other set of her support, I believe, come from the glass trolls. Okay, and the glass trolls, I guess you can say they are the LOL cow community. They are the only ones, I think, that honestly get something out of her behaviors. They get her running on that treadmill and acting a damn fool. Okay, so she gives back to them because she gives them material to work with. But true believers, what are you giving them, Liv, but a bunch of bullshit? This is a bunch of bullshit. And if you are a part of the loyalty gang and you happen to on this video, you get this far, that you need to start asking yourself that question. What is it about this woman? What does she serve? What is she giving you? And I don't understand. I don't pretend to understand. And I'm just asking because I really want somebody to drop down in the comments and explain to me, what does she give back to you that would get or would earn her the type of loyalty that you guys are giving her? Real question here.
I don't want fake people around me. I hate that. I hate fake people. I hate it, y'all. I'm too real for that. But yeah, I just feel good. I feel good. Maybe because I got a little something done. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been hard. Like, it's been hard as far as like me being tired, me being exhausted, me being run down. We're going the next couple little phases here. Just roll with it, okay? Because I really feel like once I have the baby, I'm gonna be like on and popping. Like I'm gonna be like going super fast, like through everything that I gotta get done. So yeah, I want to get into. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, so I want to get into these books. I got these books in my last place and I never got into them.
Here we go with the Bible props or the Bible workbook props. I'm surprised those books don't have dust on them. Maybe that's why she did a hard cut, because she had to blow the dust off of them. You know, if she was to open one of those books, there's no crease, there's no tab, there's no bookmark. That is just a prop. And you know, for the true believers, and I'm not talking about the loyalty gang true believers, but I'm talking about, you know, the people who really are into their Bible and really study the word and, you know, have a relationship with God. I know that there is a thing, well, I don't know if it's a thing, but for me, I'm just surprised that those books don't just go up in flames in her hands, because that's all they are props. And if you are someone who is swayed by, you know, people who like to prop themselves up on the Bible, don't be fooled. This chick is not interested in the word. She's not. This is just a shield. These are just props. This is something, again, for her to try to reset and change the narrative. This is something for her to try to bring the temperature down, try to, again, I want to keep saying this, try to distract from these last few disastrous days. This is an ongoing cycle. I believe that this happens probably once every 3 months, that she walks into the spiritual realm. And I think she tiptoes through it because she doesn't know what she's talking about. She throws out some buzzwords. And I do believe that Stella is part of Scientology. That is not the typical Christian philosophy. I don't think so, because don't they believe that God, or their God, is in a spaceship or something crazy like that? But anyway, we're talking about Olivia.
I just need to figure out what Bible to get with it, and I want to do this not for anything other than I got them for a reason when I got them. And this is the Good and the Beautiful Bible Study. I just feel like I am dealing with so much demonic energy surrounding me, trying to penetrate into my circle, into my life. I feel like if anything, this is just good protection. You know, getting into the Bible, just getting closer to God. And I'm not trying to do it for any other fake ass reason like these other people on here. I'm trying to do it for the simple fact of, you guys see me getting spiritual.
For someone who's talking about getting into the spiritual realm, how dare she question somebody else's faith or their dedication to that particular faith? This is what I'm talking about. And the demonic spirits that she's trying to ward off, again, is one of those personalities in her head. It's the voices in her head. It's her own conscience. She thinks that her conscience talking to her, telling her that her behaviors are unacceptable and all the losses that she has suffered over the last few years of her own doing. It absolves her of accountability. That's basically what this is all about. And she wants her loyalty gang to I guess, she wants them to validate these feelings. And it's easy to call people like me and her other detractors demonic spirits. And we don't walk in that realm. You know, we point out her bad behaviors. And again, those voices in her head that she's constantly trying to drown out, that is what it's telling her. I'm sorry, Olivia, that you don't like the person you are. I'm sorry that you don't know how to get out of your way. I'm sorry that you won't seek professional help. But you don't have that right to spew these things onto other people and act like you are the one that's being attacked. You have said some mean, ugly, vile things, and you claim that you only lash out because you are being attacked. That's not true. That's not true at all. And I think the devastating blow to her, I think one of the things she's grappling with, and she'll never admit, is the loss of her oldest three. And not only the loss of her oldest three, which she's framing that she's decided to walk away for her peace of mind, is that part of that mirror. Those three, the Web 3, are a part of her. They have her DNA in her. She pushed them out. And all the nasty, vile, vitriolic things that she said about black women and black people in general, she's talking about her own kids. And that's something she can't face. And that mirror has been put up to her. So when she called black women roaches or nappy-headed, jealous individuals, she's actually talking about her own daughters. And she won't face that. She'll act like that is not even a part of the discussion. You notice how she never even defends her kids against those allegations. She is totally detached from the Web 3. And it's really sad. And if you haven't watched my video, it's titled Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, Who's the Worst Mother of Them All? It talks about her relationship with her older three and the younger two. And it gives you a perspective of her mothering and her philosophy and her lack of emotional intelligence or maturity. So this whole framing is very irritating, but I'm going to push through it for the sake of science. So let's go ahead and let me press play.
Spiritually attacked from every direction all the time. And then you guys are like, I'm sure, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it looks like from the outside looking in. I really don't know. Because I know me. And I guess I'm so misunderstood. And I think that's why so many people turn on me. You know, because I have a lot of jealous people that watch me. And those jealous people want everybody to turn on me. So they just lie and say the most damaging things they can say. And then it pisses me off, of course, because I'm like, excuse me? So I go off, and then you're like, you guys probably looking in are probably like, well, why would these people say this about her? Because they're evil. They're evil, they're demonic. They're trying to break me. That's what evil, demonic people do. But for some reason, I swear to you guys,
Full disclosure, Olivia, I'm not trying to break you. You're already broken. That job was done by your mammy and your grandmammy, okay? We had no parts of that. And we can probably sprinkle Gerard into that mix and any of the other men that you laid down with and lied to you just to get the skins, you know? But I'm not interested in doing that at all. That job has already been done. So it amazes me how she throws these things out as if they are a fact. And again, that she is the most attacked woman here on YouTube. She's getting the energy back that she's putting out, and she doesn't like it. And that's one thing, to kind of go into her identity crisis as this tragic mulatto, as Marissa Star TV refers to her as, is that Olivia doesn't understand who she's playing with. She thinks that she understands the black uglies that she's coming up against, but we are a group of diverse women. We are not a monolith. But one thing that we are united against is the lack of intelligence being spewed on this screen. We have been black women all of our lives. We have existed in black culture. We know how to come back with the comeback. It may be that we get a little passionate about it, but even when we do, the reads are off the chart. And the only thing that she can come back with is that they're jealous and, they're ugly and I am the preference. Girl, I haven't heard shit like that since maybe junior high. It's so juvenile, and that tells you again that something that we already discussed is her emotional development. She's emotionally stunted. If she really thinks that we cry ourselves to sleep at night because she thinks that we're ugly, we're not looking for her sexual attention. We're not looking for her stamp of approval. And I hate to bring this person into the mix, but sure, why not? Marianne, one of her biggest supporters. Everything that she calls black women out to be, what she thinks that we all look like, quote unquote, hiding behind the camera, is in her face, one of her biggest supporters. And she just cheeses and smiles in poor Marianne's face. And I am not saying that, that Marianne is, anything other than who she is. She seems like that she might have some issues going on with her, but in general, she's a sweet, kind person, because you have to be to engage with Olivia on the level in which she is. Again, I believe there's some other things going on, and I won't make fun of her, but I just find it awfully ironic that I think the picture that Olivia has in her head of who we are outwardly, physically, because Olivia is very surface, looks like Marianne. I'm sorry, Marianne, to use you as an example, but I call it as I see it.
Guys, and I think it's God himself. I cannot be broken. Like, I be thinking to myself, like, God dang, is this it? Like, is this gonna send me over the edge? Is this gonna break me? Is this gonna totally ruin my No. It doesn't. I just keep going. And I don't know why I keep going. I honestly feel like I keep going because there's something so big on the other side of what I've been dealing with. Honestly, I really, really, really do. I feel that. And that is, I feel like it's intuition that's coming from a higher power. That's not just me thinking that. That's being given to me. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm going to keep defending myself. I'm going to keep talking my ish. God knows who I am. I don't let people play with me in real life or this internet stuff. I don't know who people think I am, but no. And I'm the one for the job, apparently, because no matter what I go through, God keeps picking me up and standing me right there, like, against all you demonic entities. It's crazy. It's insane. It's crazy looking at it from the way I look at it. It's like, whew.
Not to downplay mental health issues, but a lot of schizophrenics say that they hear the voice of God. I'm just throwing that out. I'm just throwing that out here. Why not?
Pregnant and all. and I feel like since I'm pregnant, that's why it's like coming at me like full force. Have you guys noticed that? Like, You would have thought the demonic stuff would have ended once I got out of jail. Like, people got what they wanted. They saw me go to jail. That was the low. That was my rock bottom, right?
Now, Olivia, stop trying to blame us for you going to jail. That script was written and directed by you. You had a hand in that, if not the biggest hand in that. All you had to do was pay your child support. If you had paid your child support, you would not have went to jail. So us demonic spirits that are floating around in your head and causing you to suffer the consequences of your actions, I guess we could take a bow. I personally don't want to take credit for your foolishness, but if you think that by someone making a video or discussing your behavior somehow got you locked up, and again, that was supposed to be a reset, a cleansing, get out of jail free card, literally, to your life, you're wrong. You did not go to jail because of anything that we've done, and the behavior that put you in jail you continue to do. So the jail that you are currently in, the virtual jail, is of your own making, just like that physical jail that you were in when you served that time in Tarrant County.
So once that happens, people just back off. Once a person hits their rock bottom, they're like, damn, you know what I mean? But these people don't stop. These people ramped up to, like, I know what they want. They want to see me absolutely lose my sanity, or they want to see me do something that they say I do. Oh, she just wants to hurt her kids or neglect her kid. They want to see me actually do that. But no, the most you're going to get me to do is cuss you bitches out. That's pretty much it. God doesn't really let it get any further than that, because I really feel like I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but I do want to get into that, because if anything else, the word is protection. The word is guidance. The word is safety. The word is love. God is love. You know what I mean? And what's that? You can always use more love. You know what I mean? But people thought they were going to play with me. You'll never play with me. You'll never win the battle of Olivia. People want to win this battle so bad, taking me down, hurting me, ruining me. You'll never win.
From where I sit, Olivia, you're doing it all by yourself. We're just watching, and we're just, commentating on it. We're watching, the overused term train wreck happen in real time. We don't have to do anything but press play, go live, and discuss your shenanigans, and you go nuts. You are our puppet. We are part of your audience, whether you believe it or not. Or you claim that we're part of your audience. In fact, you run us, so you say. But I don't think, can anyone who's reacted to her or commented on any of her content, whether it's in the comment section or in a live chat of anyone who's discussed Olivia, has and you actually go to church and you believe in the word, and you know what you're talking about when you pull out your Bible, or just any of us, even if you are a non-believer, whoever you are. What serious consequences have you suffered because you don't like Olivia? Can somebody put that down in the comments below? Because apparently she has this personal relationship with God that we are not privy to. And as she said, her God does not play about her. But her God has put her in jail, removed her 3 oldest kids from her custody, had her basically broke and homeless, according to her. Her God has done a lot of things to try to get her attention, and she's not listening. So I'm trying to figure out who this God is. Olivia, are you sure it's God and it's not Beelzebub? I mean, what's the name? I'm not I'm not into the Bible. So who is really talking to you? Is it Satan? Did you ever think that maybe these voices that you're hearing are coming from Satan? Girl, please.
Deplatforming me, this, that. You'll never win. I just want everybody to know that. And maybe I'm ramping up the demons even more saying that, but you'll never win. Never. So anyway, I feel like I need to like give my baby, I was going to give her the middle name. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I need to give my baby like a hard ass name. I do have a hard name for her, but I might change it because I want her to be like, you know what I mean? Like, even though I love what her name means.
What the hell does this have to do with anything? Why are we talking about baby names all of a sudden? Olivia, I thought you were persecuting your demons. I thought you were performing an exorcism to free yourself of demons. Why are you bringing your baby into the mix? Again, her kids, she hides behind them. They're nothing but a deflection. They're nothing but trophies. They are nothing but cannon fodder in this spiritual war that she's having with her haters. Why are we talking about baby names? I can care less what you name this child. Remember, Kailani's name was going to be Roxy until everybody clowned you about it. So I'm really not interested in anything that has to do with this baby talk for this child that she can really care less about, that she don't even know who the damn daddy is. Come on. Again, she's run out of words. So she has to, she has to, I guess, deflect or talk about something different until she can come up with the words that she needs to continue her spiritual warfare against us uglies.
But I want her, the Bible to, I don't ever play with God. If I feel called to him, or I feel like
skip through all that mess.
And I've been feeling for a couple days, like with all the hatred, attacks, all of this, I've been feeling like something telling me, like, Liv, pick that up. You got it right there. Pick it up. Get in it. All this negativity, all this ugliness, all this horrible energy trying to surround you and pick you apart, pull you apart. Here's your protection right here. You feel me? Here's your armor right here. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it, y'all. I have a little bit more time left in this pregnancy. So I ain't got shit else to do. Okay, we're gonna be going swimming, hanging out. I could get in my book. You feel me?
I believe it when I see it.
I want to know. This is June elevation, and I don't do this. I'm not saying like elevation just because, I'm elevating so much. No, I want to encourage you guys to elevate. And I'm not saying be a perfect person. I'm not saying be holier than thou tomorrow. No, that's not possible. I'm a realist. Any area of your life, it could be anything.
That's the fakest thing I heard from a so-called realist mouth. I'm sorry, you guys. I am so distracted about what's going on underneath her eye. I don't know if it's a pimple. Maybe it's a hormonal pimple because of her pregnancy, but it's really distracting. Oh my God. Let's hear this mess about elevation June. It's her birthday month and possibly her due date month. We'll see. I don't know. I may fast forward through this mess if she starts talking mumble jumble-ish stuff. I don't remember too much of what happened at this point in the video when I watched it before.
Whatever you guys want to elevate in, I want to encourage you guys and motivate you guys to do better. I want you guys to encourage me and motivate me to do better. Like I said, I'm not saying we're up here with it, we're above everything. No, because sometimes we got to take it down here. Okay? And it is what it is. But for the most part, there are things that I want to elevate. and just keep up here, keep myself up here. I would like to stay up here, but sometimes we gotta go down, but I want to stay up here because people are such, and I'm sorry to say this, but people are such losers, like.
Olivia, did your God teach you to call people losers? Aren't you on this spiritual journey of, elevation, but you're calling people losers? Yeah, I remember this part of the video. And she can't help herself. That demonic spirit that she keeps claiming is us, it really lives within her. She can't even talk, in the spiritual realm, or, she can't keep the negativity or the negative verbiage out of her mouth. She just can't help herself, and that's the blind spot that she exists in. This is a part of who she is. This is a part of her DNA, and no matter how much she tries to run from it or deflect from it, it just can't help but to just burst out. It's almost like Tourette syndrome, or like the Incredible Hulk. No matter what she does, it's almost like a tick or an itch. She can't help but spewing a verbal vomit across her whole platform, no matter what she's talking about. This child is a mess. She is an absolute mess.
And there's so much more that's made for me. I'm not trying to sound mean, but it's the truth. Like, I know that I dibble and dabble in shit that I don't even have no business dibbling and dabbling. Like, that shit is below me. And I know that sounds messed up, and I'm not trying to be mean, but it's the truth. Like, where my life is headed, other people are not going there. They cannot get in. You feel me? So, like I said, elevation. Even if we can't stay 100% positive, we're going to try. Okay? And my birthday's this month. And we're getting close to having the baby. And all of that. All of the good things. But I love you guys. I love y'all so, so much. And put down below what you guys want to see from me, what you guys would like to see this month. Like I said, if you feel shady, if you feel like you don't like me, I don't care. I mean, not like I don't care, but you guys can go. If I've said something that's offended you, just go. People said a lot of things to offend me, honey. It's called getting my lick back. You don't understand? I can't explain it to you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if I've offended the wrong people, but if it wasn't for you, it wasn't for you. You understand? But I just want everybody to know that, because I know I'd be saying a lot of crazy stuff, but you should hear how people come at me. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's insane. And yeah. Okay. God, this girl's pretty. Look at this dress on her. Look at her.
Okay, I'm going to stop it here, because from what I do remember, this is basically the end of the video. She's distracted as usual. I think she probably has undiagnosed ADD. I know what that looks like. But she also uses it as a way, again, to reset. When she runs out of words, or she's digging a hole that she doesn't really want to be in, because she's not sorry that she's offended anyone. She lives to offend, okay? And she doesn't understand when you use the word but, you negate everything you said before. So there was no sincerity in that apology. It's just words. It's words just to suck up, and to suck up time, and to suck brain cells out of people like me who actually watch, this airhead talk nonsense. I don't know what more else to say. Olivia is just a piece of work at the end of the day. She is a piece of work. She is definitely a case study. There's just so many adjectives that I could put into, I can use to describe her behaviors. And at the end of the day, it validates everything that everybody else is saying except for her. To her, we're just jealous uglies. We're haters, and we need her to survive, to eat, to live. You know, if she's not around for us to kick around, then what are we going to do with our life? What are we going to do with our life if Olivia wasn't around? You know, this video is full of zero accountability, as usual. Wasn't expecting anything more. Wasn't expecting anything less. Again, this video contains zero accountability, zero acknowledgement of the facts, and absolutely no substance. I feel like, I would say I feel like I wasted my time, but no, I think this is an important part of the puzzle because I have been speaking on her for the last few videos, and it's almost not to put a bow on this chapter of what's going on with Olivia. I do want to really do a video about her identity crisis. The only thing that's holding me up is the framing and gathering my sources and my thoughts and opinion, because I believe that the devouring mother / mirror on the wall breakdown of her character was so spot on and so hard hitting. I can't do anything less than that. Contrary to what may be some thoughts around me using AI software, the AI software created the podcast, but the actual framing, the opinions, the thoughts, the sources, I had to create those things. I had to make it work, and without my intellectual input, the output would not have been what it was. So that took some time. It wasn't a lot of time, but it took some time when I look back at how long it took for me to put that video out. And I feel like if I do that again, I want to give it that much attention. So I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but I am working on it. I just want to be clear. So again, me reacting to this video, it's adding to the larger picture of why I even am addressing her. Because not only did I do that video, I talked about how to deplatform her, which I believe is by taking away from her monetization. And if you are watching this video and you've made it this far and you have watched that prior video, I just want to make something very clear, or clear up some confusion, because when I went through the comments, people were still kind of harping on things that I think kind of that they didn't take away from what I was saying. So maybe I wasn't clear. YouTube is a business model. It's about generating revenue. Okay, we are the product. The videos that I put up, that Olivia puts up, Jazz, Strong Woman Curtsy, the other reactors put up, we are the product that they are selling to advertisers. They're selling ad space on our ads, and they make money off of that. And the fine line that they have drawn in the sand is so thin, and Liv is an habitual line stepper, as I said before. She's towing the line. They're not going to demonetize her based on us striking her. They're not going to demonetize her just because the name of the channel may be possibly in Stella's name. That's not the point of the strategy I was talking about implementing. Like I said a lot of things, so maybe it got lost. So let me just be very clear. When I talk about taking away her voice, I'm talking about putting a chokehold on her AdSense earnings. And I'm not talking about flagging her videos so YouTube demonetizes her channel. Again, Olivia has been stepping over or close to the line for years. She knows what she can do and what she can get away with here on YouTube. And thus far, YouTube has done nothing. And again, I've seen comments in chats and comment blocks. I've seen people say that they have consistently reported her videos to a point where YouTube has literally come back to them and said one or two things. One, they don't see anything wrong with what she's done. Two, you need to stop reporting her because now you're spamming and we may take action against you. So don't believe for a minute that people are not reporting and flagging her videos. YouTube just doesn't care. Okay, I just want to make that clear. YouTube doesn't care. But the people who do care are the advertisers. And the way to get to the advertisers, you can circumvent YouTube. You don't have to go through YouTube to get to the advertisers. If a brand is advertising on her video, or if their ads are showing up on her videos, we have the ability to go directly to those advertisers, the people who make the decision, and shine a light on the fact that their product is being tied to her brand, which is very toxic. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I feel like I'm getting worked up here about that. But you get the point. I just wanted to say that that is one of the reasons why I am doing this reaction video. I don't necessarily want to react on her. I believe there's better content out here that I could be bringing on this channel and discussing in depth. But I just, like I said, I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And if you made it this far and you like this kind of content and you have not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And at the very least, give me a thumbs up. Also, if you made it this far, I have a special treat for you. So let me know what you think about it. Until the next time I upload, have a great day.
Hey guys,
bye now.
Let's talk about digital hygiene. We've all been there. You're scrolling your feed, looking for a peaceful, curated vlog vibe, and suddenly your algorithm gets hijacked by someone trapped in a severe, low self-awareness projection loop. 1 minute they're folding laundry under a bed, and the next, they're claiming a routine accountability audit is actually an organized, demonic ambush. It's exhausting. It's giving unhealed identity crisis. That's why I started gatekeeping or Shield, the accountability mist. This is a premium, virtual, metadata-infused spiritual setting spray designed for your desktop browser. Whenever a creator starts weaponizing transactional intimacy or a bait and switch title to dodge the receipts, you just take a deep breath, ground your energy, and virtually mist your feed, crafted with organic notes of objective reality, historical timelines, and zero-tolerance self-reflection. Aura Shield creates an unshakable boundary between you and someone else's displaced childhood trauma. It literally rips the mask off the algorithm, leaving behind nothing but a clean, unbothered background. Best used when a creator claims June elevation while actively dodging a closed ledger. Link in bio to shop the aesthetic. Stay grounded, babies.